Good afternoon. This is All India Radio. I'm Anuja Kumar, and with me is Anita Anand with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to interact with the Chief Ministers of States and Union Territories at 3 p.m. today. COVID testing capacity ramped up to 3 lakh tests per day. Recovery rate reaches 52.46%. Delhi government to install CCTV cameras in all coronavirus designated hospitals within 24 hours. Around 2,000 Indian nationals to return from different parts of world under Vande Bharat mission. And 3 terrorists killed by the security forces in Shopian district of Jammu and Kashmir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will interact with the Chief Ministers of all the states and Union Territories today and tomorrow at 3 p.m. He will interact with them through video conferencing. The Prime Minister will interact with 21 states and Union Territories today. These include Punjab, Assam, Kerala, Uttarakhand, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Tripura, Himachal, Chandigarh, Goa, Manipur, Nagaland, Ladakh, Puducherry, Arunachal, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Dadar, Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu, Sikkim and Lakshadweep. On Wednesday, the Prime Minister will interact with 15 states and union territories, namely Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Delhi, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, West Bengal, Karnataka, Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, Haryana, Jammu and Kashmir, Telangana and Odisha. Our correspondent reports that Mr. Modi held a detailed meeting with senior ministers and officials, including Home Minister and Health Minister, on the 13th of this month to review India's response to COVID-19 pandemic. More from our correspondent.
The meeting assumes significance in the wake of the rising number of coronavirus cases in the country. This will be the 6th meeting of the Prime Minister with the Chief Ministers since the announcement of nationwide lockdown in March. Currently, the country is under the 5th phase of the lockdown, which entails much more relaxations than the previous ones. Under Lockdown 1.0, the centre and the state governments have eased several restrictions for the convenience of public and businesses to ensure that economic activities gather momentum. With Dipendra Kumar, Suparna Sekya, AIR News, Delhi.
The Union government today said that the COVID-19 recovery rate has reached to 52.46% in the country, and a total of 1,80,013 people affected with coronavirus have been cured in the country. During the last 24 hours, 10,215 people have recovered from this infection. Presently, the total number of active corona cases in the country is 1,53,178. Health and Family Welfare Ministry said that 10,667 new cases of COVID-19 were reported in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of cases to 3,43,091 in the country. During the last 24 hours, 380 deaths were registered, taking the nationwide toll to 9,900. With this, the case fatality rate reached at 2.88% in the country. Meanwhile, Indian Council of Medical Research, ICMR, said that a total of 1,54,935 tests of coronavirus were conducted by the various laboratories in the country within last 24 hours. So far, 59,21,069 tests have been conducted. ICMR is continuously scaling up its testing facilities for COVID-19 by giving approval to government and private laboratories. As of now, total 907 laboratories across India have been given approval to conduct the test for COVID-19, including 659 government laboratories and 248 private laboratory chains.
The Centre has asked states and union territories to proactively engage with the private healthcare providers to facilitate enhanced bed availability and critical healthcare facilities. Health Ministry said that states have also been asked to ensure fair and transparent charges for the services being provided. Some states like Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Telangana, Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh have already taken the initiative. These states have negotiated and reached an agreement with the private sector on reasonable rates and arrangements to provide critical care for COVID-19. The ministry said the country now has the capacity to test 3 lakh samples per day. The total number of samples tested thus so far is nearly 60 lakhs, with 1,54,935 samples tested in the last 24 hours. Our correspondent reports testing capacity is continuously being ramped up.
A network of 907 labs have been created so far in the country to test COVID-19 samples. This includes 659 labs in the government sector and 248 in private sector. In order to enhance the testing capacity in the national capital, each of the 11 districts of Delhi will now have assigned labs for exclusively testing the samples from these districts. The samples from each district are being sent to these labs to ensure timely testing and getting the results without any delay. Currently, there are 42 labs are functional in the national capital with per-day testing capacity of around 17,000 samples. In its endeavor to make testing more affordable and increase the volume of testing, ICMR has also recommended the use of rapid antigen test kits for diagnosis of COVID-19 in containment zones and healthcare settings under strict medical supervision. With Saubhagyakar, Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
The Delhi government has instructed its Public Works Department to install CCTV cameras in COVID-19 wards of all its coronavirus designated hospitals. The order came soon after Home Minister Amit Shah directed Delhi Chief Secretary Vijay Kumar Dev to install CCTV cameras in COVID wards of every designated hospital in the national capital for proper monitoring of services and ensuring patients' issues are resolved. It said PWD will install CCTV cameras in all COVID wards within 24 hours and submit a compliance report. Earlier, Home Minister Amit Shah paid a surprise visit to Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan Hospital in New Delhi yesterday to review arrangements related to COVID-19. He directed the Delhi Chief Secretary that backup for canteens supplying food should also be established so that in case there is an infection in one canteen, patients can continue to get food without disruption. He also directed that psychosocial counselling of doctors and nurses engaged in their service to humanity through the treatment of corona patients should also be done.
In our series Experts Speak on All India Radio, we bring you the views of some leading medical experts on COVID-19. Talking to AIR News, Dr. Uma Kumar, Head of Rheumatology Department, AIIMS, said that till date there is no proven medical treatment for coronavirus infection.
Only thing which helps is social distancing or physical distancing. Along with it, you have like hand hygiene, washing your hands very frequently, and cough etiquettes like while coughing or sneezing, just cover your face and nose. Use tissue paper or cloth, or if you don't have anything, you can just cough into your elbows. So third thing is using the face mask. For a general public, you can use cotton face mask, and then they have to be very positive. Don't give up, and surely we'll conquer over this virus.
President of Public Health Foundation of India, Dr. K. Srinath Reddy said India is in a much better position as compared to rest of the world as far as the COVID-19 cases are concerned, and the measures taken are yielding results.
अब तक जो नतीजे निकले हैं उससे पता चलता है कि ये वायरस का प्रभाव को रोकने में हम काफी कामयाबी हासिल कर चुके हैं दूसरे देशों के मुकाबले में। आज का हालात जो है उसमें कोई संशय नहीं है कि हमारा हालात दूसरे देशों के मुकाबले में बेहतर है इस वायरस को डट के मुकाबला देने में।
Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today said the public sector banks have disbursed 16,031 crore rupees to the states and union territories so far. She said PSBs have sanctioned loans worth 32,049 crore rupees under the 100% Emergency Credit Line Guarantee Scheme. Maximum disbursements were made by the State Bank of India, followed by Canara Bank. SBI disbursed 8,776 crore rupees, whereas Canara Bank disbursed 1,306 crore rupees. Public sector banks have disbursed maximum amounts to Tamil Nadu, followed by Uttar Pradesh. The army today said that one of its officers and 2 soldiers were killed in Ladakh's Galwan Valley yesterday night during a violent face-off with the Chinese army. In an official statement, Army said during the de-escalation process underway in the Galwan Valley, both sides suffered casualties. Army said senior military officials of the 2 sides are currently meeting at the venue to defuse the situation. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh has reviewed the situation with External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, Chief of Defence Staff General Bipin Rawat, and the 3 service chiefs. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts.
अरे बबलू, लॉकडाउन खुलते ही टहलने निकल पड़े। महामारी अभी फैली हुई है।
सरपंच जी, टहलने नहीं, कहाँ पे वापस जा रहे हैं?
तुझे डर नहीं लगता वायरस पकड़ लेगा?
पहले थोड़ा बहुत डर लगता था, फिर पता चला कि अगर मैंने पूरी सावधानी बरती तो ये बीमारी होने की संभावना कम है। सबसे महत्वपूर्ण है ये मास्क। काम पर मास्क हमेशा पहनूंगा, समय समय पर हाथ धोता रहूंगा और दूसरों से हर वक्त कम से कम 2 गज की दूरी बनाए रखूंगा। खुद को, दूसरों को और अपने परिवार वालों को भी सुरक्षित रखूंगा।
अरे भाई, मेरी जिम्मेदारी बनती है तुझे चेतावनी देना, तो दे दिया।
जब देश के मेडिकल और स्वच्छता कर्मचारी रोज कोरोना वायरस से लड़ने का काम कर रहे हैं, तो हमारी भी तो जिम्मेदारी बनती है अपना काम करने की।
बबलू, तुझे कुछ हो गया तो?
हजारों लोग इस बीमारी को हराकर ठीक हो चुके हैं और अगर किसी कारण मुझे ये बीमारी हो भी जाए तो सरकार ने अस्पताल में हमारे इलाज के लिए पर्याप्त व्यवस्था कर रखी है। ये घबराने का वक्त नहीं, एक दूसरे का हौसला बढ़ाने का वक्त है। कोरोना वायरस से हमें लड़ाई जारी रखनी पड़ेगी और उससे डर कर नहीं, पूरी सावधानी के साथ डट कर चलिए। रुकी जिंदगी को आगे बढ़ाएं, देश को आत्मनिर्भर बनाएं। जय हिंद।
A total of 168 Indian nationals are returning from Maldives today through Air India flight destined to Trivandrum and Bengaluru. Passengers had started gathering at Mali airport since morning and thanked Indian government for Vande Bharat mission for evacuation of Indian nationals. Another 2 flights are scheduled in the next 2 days for Delhi, Kolkata and Bhubaneswar. The repatriation is being carried out in coordination with the Indian High Commission in Mali. With this evacuation, over 3,500 people have been brought back from Maldives since the mission began. Indian Navy ships INS Jalashwa has ferried thrice, while INS Magar made a maiden voyage carrying over 2,000 people as part of Samudra Setu program. 2 Air India flights were arranged last month to Delhi and Bengaluru. Indian High Commission is also helping in arranging chartered flights for companies and individual groups. Maldives has over 20,000 Indian nationals and over 5,000 have registered to return in wake of COVID crisis. A batch of 166 Indian nationals left Dhaka for Delhi and Ahmedabad on Air India evacuation flight today around noon. The flight carried 120 passengers to Delhi and 46 passengers to Ahmedabad. This was the second flight from Bangladesh in the third phase of Vande Bharat mission to evacuate Indians stranded in foreign countries due to the disruption of international travel in the wake of coronavirus pandemic. Flight on Monday had carried 167 Indian nationals to Delhi. With the latest flight till now, more than 2,130 people have been evacuated by flight from Dhaka under the Vande Bharat mission. Apart from the evacuation by flights, around 230 Indians have also been evacuated from Bangladesh through the land routes to Tripura, Assam, Manipur and Meghalaya on 28th of May. Under Vande Bharat mission, 1,672 expatriates will reach Kochi in Kerala today from Gulf countries, Moscow, Egypt and Maldives. Special flight carrying 162 passengers from Maldives is also scheduled to arrive in Thiruvananthapuram today. You are listening to the Midday News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to interact with the Chief Ministers of States and Union Territories at 3 p.m. today. COVID testing capacity ramped up to 3 lakh tests per day. Recovery rate reaches 52.46%. Delhi government to install CCTV cameras in all coronavirus designated hospitals within 24 hours. Around 2,000 Indian nationals to return from different parts of the world under Vande Bharat mission. And 3 terrorists killed by the security forces in Shopian district of Jammu and Kashmir. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान रखो, बड़े बुजुर्गों का तुम ध्यान रखो, तो बात करो, कुछ मदद करो, कोरोना के चलते याद रखो, घर की सफाई ना भूलना, हाथों को धोना मत भूलना, सुरक्षित दादा दादी नाना नानी अभियान, अपने साथ अपनों का ध्यान.
India received $51 billion in foreign investment in 2019. UN Conference on Trade and Development in its report said it was the world's 9th largest recipient of foreign direct investments, FDI. The report said India's large market will continue to attract market-seeking investments to the country. In the developing Asia region, India was among the top 5 host economies for FDI. The report said FDI to India, the largest South Asian recipient, increased 20% to $51 billion, sustaining the country's upward FDI trend. Most of the investments were in the information and communication technology and the construction industry. In Jammu and Kashmir, 3 terrorists have been killed in a fierce gunfight which broke out between terrorists and security forces in Turkawangam village of Shopian district this morning. Official sources said that the joint team of Shopian Police, 44 Rashtriya Rifles and Central Reserve Police Force launched a cordon and search operation in Turkawangam village based on an intelligence input about the presence of terrorists in the village. The slain terrorists are locals and belong to a terror outfit Hizbul Mujahideen. So far, 19 Hizbul Mujahideen terrorists, including top commanders, are killed in South Kashmir's Shopian and Kulgam districts during this month alone. 2 AK-47 and 1 INSAS were recovered from the site of encounter. Internet services in Kulgam district has been snapped by the authorities as a precautionary measure. Meanwhile, Defence spokesperson Colonel Rajesh Kalia said that Pakistan initiated an unprovoked ceasefire violation along the LOC in Tangdhar sector in Kupwara district in the wee hours today by firing mortars and other weapons. However, befitting response is being given by the Indian Army.
Jammu and Kashmir police today said that the terrorists in South Kashmir have also been wiped out. Addressing a presser today at Police Control Room PCR, Inspector General of Police IGP Kashmir Vijay Kumar said that today's operation in Turkawangam in Shopian was a clean operation. No collateral damage has taken place during the operation.
कल रात में श्रीनगर पुलिस को एक इत्तला मिला था कि शोपियन में एक गांव है तुरवंगम, वहां पर कुछ टेररिस्ट हैं। फिर आर्मी पुलिस सीआरपी तीनों ने मिलकर कॉर्डन डाला और सर्च के दौरान में इनकाउंटर हुआ। इस इनकाउंटर में 3 मिलिटेंट मारे गए हैं। ये बहुत ही नीट एंड क्लीन ऑपरेशन हुआ, कोई कोलैटरल डैमेज नहीं हुआ है।
He said that the terrorism in South Kashmir has almost come to an end, while the focus will now be shifted to northern Kashmir from next month. He said that the police have recovered almost 25 AK weapons this year so far. The IGP said that the Hizbul Mujahideen was involved in killing of Kashmiri Pandit Sarpanch, saying that eyewitnesses have confirmed that 2 terrorists identified as Umar and another was involved in his killing, while forensic report is awaited and will be shared accordingly. Reacting on recent narco module that was busted in Kupwara, the IGP said that the module is big and they are expecting more arrests soon. The module has already distributed rupees 3.5 crores among the terrorists. Investigation is going on and many arrests are expected soon. He added that the kingpin among the 4 have been arrested and they also have sold narco material in Amritsar worth rupees 5 crores, out of which 3.5 crores have been distributed among the terrorists. He said drugs are the main source of funding for terrorism in Kashmir, saying that the drugs are being sold in different parts of the country. These drugs reach Kashmir through associates, and we have been successful in busting many of such modules.
An earthquake of magnitude 5.8 hit Jammu and Kashmir in the early hours today. However, there were no reports of any damage. The earthquake occurred at 7 a.m. and its epicenter was Tajikistan. Strong tremors were felt in most parts of the Kashmir Valley, including Srinagar, Kishtwar and Doda districts. Tremors were also felt in Jammu division. It is the 3rd earthquake to hit the Union territory in last 3 days. The government has refuted the claim that the central government has postponed the wage hike of the employees until next year. Press Information Bureau today said that the DOPT's order is related to completion and deadline extension of annual performance appraisal report of the employees and not related to the increment. It said wrong facts have been explained in the report. Few media reports claimed that the central government postponed the wage hike until the next year.
Mizoram has registered a total of 121 positive cases for COVID-19, with 4 new samples being confirmed positive in the last 24 hours. According to an official statement, 4 samples were tested positive from 705 samples tested yesterday. All 4 new cases have been tested positive while they are staying at institutional quarantine after having returned from different states recently. Out of 121 cases, 1 person has been cured and discharged from hospital. 2 new cases of COVID-19 reported in Nagaland, taking the tally of confirmed positive cases to 179 today. With this, the state now has 87 active cases and 92 have recovered.
Maharashtra Health Minister Rajesh Tope informed that in last 24 hours a record 5,071 patients were discharged from various hospitals in the state after being successfully treated for COVID-19 infection. Of these, as many as 4,242 patients were discharged in Mumbai region alone. The state has registered the record number for the second time in last 15 days, and with this the total number of patients discharged in the state now stands at 56,049. Details from our Mumbai correspondent.
The minister informed that a fortnight ago, as many as 8,381 patients across the state were discharged in a single day, and since then, the number of patients treated successfully and sent home has been satisfactory. He added that after 15 days, the feat was achieved again. 5,071 patients discharged in last 24 hours. Since the first COVID-19 patient was found in state 3 months ago, the recovery rate has now reached at 47.2%. Sonali Ghadiyar Patil, AIR News, Mumbai.
Uttar Pradesh has become the top state in the country to provide employment to the workers under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, MG-NREGA. Yesterday, Uttar Pradesh provided employment to more than 57 lakh workers under MG-NREGA.
According to the data released by officials, yesterday 57,12,975 workers got employment in around 57,000 village panchayats of the state, which is 18% of the total work generated under the Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act MG-NREGA in the country. Officials said that the state has generated 7.93 crore man days and the government will provide jobs to 10 lakh more workers in the coming days. The employment push from the state government under MG-NREGA comes as a major positive development at a time when more than 30 lakh migrant laborers have returned from other states to UP. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has asked officials to conduct detailed survey of all the industrial units and explore possibilities of employment so that the migrant workers who have returned from other states can be accommodated. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
Monsoon is quite active in Goa and incessant rains since morning have been affecting normal life. Monsoon has thus made an initial mark with heavy rainfall. More from our correspondent.
Goa receives average of around 110 inches rainfall from June to September. Monsoon is active now in the state. Right from Pedne Taluka of north to Kankon Taluka at south received heavy spells of rain since morning. Forecast issued by Meteorological Center Panaji states that light to moderate rain is very likely to affect many places over north and south Goa districts during next few hours. There are news of felling of trees in various places. Water has been logged in low-lying areas in capital Panaji city. In the meanwhile, farming activities have begun. Agriculture Department of Goa has focused on organic as well as community farming and has come out with various schemes to help farmers. Mukesh Thali from Panaji, Goa.
The News Services Division of All India Radio, in its bilingual live phone-in program, today will bring you a special discussion program on COVID-19. Dr. Sanjay Pandey, senior physician from GB Pant Hospital, will participate in the discussion. Listeners can ask questions from the expert on toll-free telephone number 1800115767. You can also ask questions on telephone number 01123314444 and post queries on our Twitter handle and AIR News Alerts by hashtag AskAIR. This can be heard tonight on FM Gold Channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.com and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. You can also follow us on News on AIR app for updates.
In view of the pandemic, this year the International Yoga Day on the 21st of June will be celebrated on digital media platforms and there would be no mass gatherings. This year's theme is Yoga at Home and Yoga with Family. Ministry of Ayush has also appealed to the people to join the world for the yoga performance on the occasion of the 6th International Day of Yoga on the 21st of June at 7 a.m. from their homes. It said people should prepare for the yoga performance according to common yoga protocol. In Gujarat, various events are being organized by the State Yoga Board through different social media platforms as part of the International Yoga Day celebrations. Our correspondent reports that Yoga Week is being celebrated in the state from yesterday. A report from our correspondent.
When the whole world is fighting against coronavirus, the ancient Indian therapies such as yoga and pranayam have proved to be effective in boosting the immunity. Talking to AIR, State Yoga Board Chairman Shishpal Rajput said State Yoga Board has undertaken various activities such as online yoga classes, yoga awareness series to popularize yoga among people, especially in view of COVID-19 pandemic.
अभी हमारे पास 5000 योग ट्रेनर तैयार हैं और वो पूरे गुजरात में ऑनलाइन क्लास के माध्यम से लोगों को योग से जोड़ रहे हैं। गुजरात के मुख्यमंत्री आदरणीय विजय भाई रूपाणी ने योग सप्ताह की घोषणा की है जो 15 जून से लेकर 21 जून तक अलग अलग योग में काम करने वाली बड़े लोग आके अपना मार्गदर्शन देंगे।
Apart from this, Yoga Board has also undertaken various online competitions. This year, International Yoga Day will be celebrated in the state on the theme Yoga at Home, Yoga with Family. Aparna Khun, AIR News, Ahmedabad.
The opening of the Grand Anikut Dam near Trichy has been postponed. Official sources clarify that the postponement till later today is intended to allow increased quantum of Kaveri water to reach the dam. State Ministers Doraikannu, O.S. Maniya and Kamaraj are at Thanjavur to personally oversee the arrangements. Farmers in far-flung Kaveri Delta districts like Tiruvarur and Nagapattinam are anxiously awaiting the opening of Grand Anikut, locally known as the Kalannai. The sowing for the Kuruvai crops depends mainly upon the opening of Kalannai. Though the dam is situated about 15 to 20 kilometers away from Trichy city, it falls under the administrative region of Thanjavur district, often described as the rice bowl of Tamil Nadu. Now let us take a look at the weather updates for today. The national capital Delhi will have partly cloudy sky. Minimum temperature recorded was 29 degrees Celsius and maximum will be remaining around 42 degrees. Mumbai will have generally cloudy sky with heavy rains. The minimum temperature recorded was 25 degrees Celsius and maximum will be around 31 degrees. Chennai will have generally cloudy sky with light rain. The minimum temperature recorded was 30 degrees Celsius and maximum will go up to 39 degrees. Kolkata will have generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature in the metropolis was 26 degrees Celsius while maximum will be around 32 degrees. Chandigarh will see mainly clear sky. The minimum temperature in the city was 30 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 41 degrees. In Dehradun, there will be thunderstorm with rain. Minimum temperature was 22 degrees Celsius and maximum is expected at 35 degrees Celsius. Hyderabad is expecting generally cloudy sky with 1 or 2 spells of rain or thunder showers. The minimum temperature recorded was 25 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 34 degrees. Bengaluru witnessed minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius and maximum is expected at 30 degrees. The city will have generally cloudy sky with light rain. Ahmedabad will have generally cloudy sky with light rain. The minimum temperature was 28 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 36 degrees. In Bhopal, there will be partly cloudy sky with possibility of rain or thunderstorm or dust storm. The minimum temperature in the city was 24 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 38 degrees. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the minimum temperature was 26 degrees Celsius in Jammu, while maximum will be around 41 degrees Celsius. The city is likely to have mainly clear sky. In Srinagar, the minimum temperature was 14 degrees Celsius, while maximum will be around 31 degrees. In Gilgit, the minimum temperature was 13 and maximum will be around 32 degrees Celsius. Muzaffarabad is likely to have mainly clear sky. The city recorded minimum temperature of 21 degrees Celsius, while maximum temperature will be around 38 degrees Celsius. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to interact with Chief Ministers of States and Union Territories at 3 p.m. today. COVID testing capacity ramped up to 3 lakh tests per day. Recovery rate reaches 52.46%. Delhi government to install CCTV cameras in all coronavirus designated hospitals within 24 hours. Around 2,000 Indian nationals to return from different parts of the world under Vande Bharat mission. And 3 terrorists killed by the security forces in Shopian district of Jammu and Kashmir. And with that, we end the midday news.